And welcome back to another video about paradise. Today we are going to sum up our Iceland trip, which I'm going to link in one of those corners, and there's a playlist so you can check out the style of travel we chose and compare how much that was, and then see if that suits your budget and if that suits your needs, because maybe you prefer another way of traveling. Before we start, we spent a total of 17 days in Iceland. The first 3 of them we spent in Reykjavik, and we spent it in an accommodation, and the last night we also had an Airbnb. The rest of the days we were on the road in a camper van. I am going to divide all the costs in these nice, beautiful, juicy categories. So we are going to take them bit by bit, and then we're going to sum up everything in the end and see how much it was in total. The first cost was obviously the flights, because we had to get to Iceland and flying is the only option, and we paid 760 euros. That may vary a lot because it depends on which time you fly, and also my brother had his bike case with him. There was another extra cost which was involved in that. So for flights you always have to see if you can get a good fare or not. The second point is, as I said, accommodations. First 3 nights and the last night we spent in Airbnbs, so that makes it 4 nights, and for them we spent a total of 569 euros. Next and biggest cost was for the rental car, but as I said, we slept in it and we did a whole circle around the island, so there was a cost that was absolutely necessary and which I would absolutely recommend. And for that we paid about 1026 euros for 14 days. Next point, obviously we had to get fuel for the car so that we could circle the island, and we paid a total of 245 euros, which I found quite cheap. I expected it to be more, especially if you think about how many kilometers you're going to do if you circle the island, so that was quite alright. On food we managed to keep costs pretty low. We only spent 261 euros on that, and that was due to we only went to Bonus and Netto, which are the cheapest supermarkets on the island, and also we cooked all for ourselves for the whole time. That saved up some money as well. I'm going to make another video about all those ideas, tricks, tips on how to save money and what to avoid and what to do, do's and don'ts in Iceland. So make sure to hit subscribe to not miss out on that video if you're keen to see more, and maybe hit the like button when you're down there already as well. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. In Iceland, actually, most of the sites you're going to visit are for free, like hot tubs and stuff like that. They often don't have entry fees, but in some places you have to pay for parking, which is quite okay, I guess. And also they maintain the parking lots or the walking trails and stuff like that. So I think that's totally fine. And for the whole 17 days, and we were on the road non-stop. And if you have seen the playlist, we have seen a lot of places. We visited a lot of waterfalls, but yet we only spent 66 euros on entrance fees or parking fees. We did some excursions though, which the main one was the whale watching tour, which I would recommend. I think you have to watch out which company you choose. There were some which were driving really close towards the whales. I don't like that. I rather see them from a little further away, but don't rush them or try to squeeze them in between boats. So I think it makes a lot of sense to know your company before you book. And on those excursions we spent 178 euros. Most of them, like I think 140 euros of those, were for the whale watching tour. If you drive around the ring road, then you can get a camping cart, which gives you access to a lot of camping grounds. I'm going to talk about that in the other upcoming video that I just mentioned. and then you can stay on those and don't have to pay extra, but you have to get the camping card. And that was about 149 euros. We spent another night on a camping ground that was not included just because we liked the place where it was. And then we spent 35 euros, which we just got in cash, and then we spent on small things like souvenirs and stuff like that. So I don't really know what that was for, but we spent that in cash. If you listened closely and took your notes, you already know that this sums up to a total amount of 3,292 euros for 2 persons. And if we divide that by 2, we are going to end up on 1,646 euros, which I find pretty decent for a trip that's 17 days and you circle a whole island, you do some excursions. It's one of the most diverse countries I've ever visited. Maybe a visit in Iceland will actually save you a lot of money because you don't have to go to Ireland, you don't have to go to New Zealand, you don't have to go, just kidding, you have to go to all of those, but still Iceland absolutely worth the visit, and I'm pretty sure I will be back, maybe for winter, we will see. I hope you can get kind of a feeling for how much you have to spend in Iceland. I think it's more on the budget side of traveling. You can easily spend way more if you choose like a big mobile home, something like that, or if you decide to take a 4x4 and go into the highlands and spend the nights in Airbnbs, or if you go out for dinner and stuff like that. So that's on you, what you decide how you want to travel. That's my style of travel. I really liked it. It was very adventurous. I will remember it forever. It was quite nice to share it with my brother. I hope I will see you in the next video. Like I said, it's going to be about how to travel Iceland, what to avoid, what to do, what you have to see. And I would really love to see you over there. So make sure to hit subscribe and then join us over there again. Just in case you couldn't find it, over there, there's the subscribe button, and on that side you will find more videos to watch. Also, keep your eyes open for the short video that we made. I would really love you to see it, so stay tuned. Maybe hit the subscribe button over there so you will not miss out on it. See you over there.